The easiest way to save yourself $600, taking it to the dealer. That's what they'll charge you. They'll charge you about $140, $150 for an to open it up and see what's wrong with it, and about $500 for the part, according to them. That's what they wanted to quote me, and I told them no. So now I'm going to show you how to do this, taking off the motor that brings down the window and brings up the window. You can see it doesn't go down, it doesn't go up, it's just stuck. So we're going to remove the panel, take the motor out. I just got mine today. I bought it online. It came in, it was $86, saving myself at least $600 in everything. So bear with me, and we'll take this panel off and we'll go from there. 10mm socket. These special tools that you get at Harbor Freight for $5.99. You get a set of 7, and they're plastic, don't damage the paint or your panel. They're pretty inexpensive. And I got a hook from the dentist to pull the center cap that's right above the door there, and my Phillips screwdriver, and here's the motor. So we'll get started. Take off the center cap right here with this dental pin. It popped right out. That comes off. And you have a Phillips screw there that you want to remove, and that will come off pretty easy there. It's not that tight. And then we're going to take off the top cap, which is right above the door there. We're going to pop it open and just pull it. It's nothing. Don't be afraid. It sounds like it breaks, but it doesn't. It's just popped in there. Now we're going to take off this strip here that covers all the main screws on there. And that's when these things come in. You push it in there and you pop them out. And like I said, don't be afraid. It sounds like they break, but they don't. There's one. There's two. And there's 3. You see the pins there. They'll snap back in there. So don't be afraid to pull on it. It's not going to break. And then we got 2 9mm screws in there that we want to pop out. So that's when the socket comes in with the ratchet. And we take those off. That's one. Still in there, so you want to make sure you get it all out. It's kind of deep in there, so you want to just grab something and pull it out. I keep using this little dental tool. It's pretty handy. There it is. Now we grab the same inexpensive tool that here, 1, 2. There's one right over here. That's it. And just keep going down. Keep popping them. There you go. You pop them all out. Now we're gonna lift the panel up, straight up. Okay, there's one still holding it right here. There it goes. I pulled on it with my fingers. There's your panel. Okay. Now you have to remove the light. So what you do is remove this little cap again with that same little tool that I tell you about, the dental one. It's pretty handy. There goes your light. And then the door handle, what you do is you twist it so it could go right through there. You twist it in and you slide it out. Okay, and then you have your electrical connections right in here. The way you remove these are pretty tricky, but they all got little lashes where you press down on them and they slide right out. I'll show you. There's one. There's your pin where you press down on it. Then this one too, same thing. That's probably the hardest part about it, but other than that, it's worth it. Saving yourself a lot of money. Let me see, where's this pin at right here? See that? There it is right here. That's the pin. And this one, I'm gonna need a flathead screwdriver, and you're gonna press down on it and then pull out. And it should come right out. There it is. So you push down right here and pull out. Okay? And there goes your panel. Now you could get into the speaker, the motor, everything else. Okay, so here's the motor. We're gonna take that baby out now. So there's another pin here, but that one could come off after I remove the motor. It's 3 screws, 10 millimeters socket. Now you gotta be careful when you remove this one, because you don't want the inside part popping back inside, and which is the bearings, plastic bearings. You don't want it popping inside, because then you're gonna have to remove these out here and push back in. So you gotta be a little careful there, not too much pressure on that bearing. So we're gonna take these off. They're pretty long. Okay. And it's gonna pop out right now. So just be careful. And here it is, right there. There's your motor. So pop up just remove the electrical connection, just push down and pop out. So that's your motor. Now here's the replacement one. This is the one we're taking off. This is the one we're installing. So we're going to go ahead and push this one back in there. And we'll worry about that once we get it screwed in there. This is what I meant by pushing this in. Then you got to stick your hand in there and pop it back out. We don't want to do that. So we're going to push this one back in there. Real gentle, so you won't push that barrel back in. And it should fall in place. Give me 1 second. I have to turn it. Push your window down, it'll turn. You see it turning. You see the little barrel turning. There you go. So we'll leave it there. And I'll stick this in there real quick. Just so it'll hold it in place. There it is. Okay. So that's adjusted right there. Now we're going to screw these back in there. You go, the motor's back on there. You don't want it tiny too much, just enough. And then we're going to put the connection back on, which is the electric power going to it. You're going to tip it in there. There it is. Now what I'm going to do is bring my panel, connect all this, and test it out. And we'll see if the window go up and down. And we're going to test it. So here's the main one. Gonna click right in there. There it is. And this one goes in here. There it is. And this one goes in here. There it is. So now what we're gonna do is turn the key on. So now I'm getting ready to test it. Everything's connected. I just gotta put everything back together, but my motor's in there. Here it goes. There goes nothing. Hey, it works. Back up. So there you go. You save yourself $600. So now we're going to put the panel back on there. Same way, you twist this doorknob so you can get it in there. Once it's in there, you twist it back the way it should go. You pull back on it. It's a little tricky, but once you get it, you should be okay. There you go. Okay. Just don't forget your light to push it back in. And then you're gonna have a lighting panel inside. There it is. Snap right in and just turn it and it'll lock. There it is. Now we're gonna start from the top. It's gonna slide right. Where'd it go? Come on. Okay, so there it is. So there it is. We landed down. We're all set. Now we're gonna start snapping these pins in. And the way you snap them in, all you gotta do is, that's one, that's two, that's three, that's 4, 5, and 6. And they're all in. And this thing going over. Now we're gonna put the screw in here, put the cover back on, put the 2 screws in here, put the cover back on, put your light cover back on, and you're all set. And then you put this cover back on. This one goes on pretty easy here. Snaps right in there. There it is. And you're all set. Looks like you never even opened the panel. Here's a little screw that goes in there, in the cover. So we'll get that right in there. And the way you know it's in place, because the screw goes right in there without moving anything around. And this is a little cover. It snaps right in there. There you go. And you get your ratchet and your 2 screws. So we'll get this one here. Not too tight, just enough where. There we go. You do this if you don't have a magnet on the ratchet. I'll use anything to hold it up and just get it straight in there. Just stuff something in your little ratchet, like a little piece of paper. Push it in there and it'll stay there without falling. And then we'll just get it straight in there. There you go. Now remember, I didn't know how to remove these panels. I struggled the first time, but I finally got it and saved myself a lot of money. Now the light cap goes back on there, snaps right in there, and then the main strip here goes back on. Just snap it in there, clip it. There you go. We're all done. Hopefully this helps somebody out there save some money. Good luck. Thank you.